Only a game out of first place entering today in the AFC North. Pitch play, West going backwards.
Fisher said he thinks will help him down the road. 3rd and 1. And the Rams aren't going to get there.
And there's 3rd. 3rd and 1. Look out! Sacked on the play, Denico Autry. 2 years out of Mississippi State. The first sack of the game and only the 5th allowed by the offensive line of the Jets all year. It's a loss of 4 back to the 40.
Well, you couldn't roll it. You just see here Geno Smith. He's looking downfield, but couldn't freeze it. Where is he going to throw it? I mean, everybody is covered. Great coverage across the board by the Oakland Raiders.
Go!
Ivory on 2nd and 1. What a nice penetrating move by Denico Autry, who also has a sack today. That's the 5th time that Ivory has been thrown for a loss on a run today.
Well, he is just going to split the gap between the center and the guard. Chris Ivory has nowhere to go with the football, and you can see the frustration out of Chris Ivory.
Stafford in trouble, and he goes down again. Autry was the first one to get there. That's the 4th sack today by the Oakland defense.
Well, I said it at halftime. One of the things that Lions have to do is make sure the ball gets out of Stafford's hands or protect him. The Raiders knew that. They just bring a 4-man rush. There's an inside tackle game that comes free, but nobody was getting separation.
And he will throw on 1st down. Tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. Denico Autry got a hand on that pass.
So now it's 2nd and 6. Inside the 40. Thompson gets thrown down by Autry. Raiders were ready. It's a loss of 2 on the play. Jawan Thompson, the 2nd-year running back out of Duke.
Yeah, big play. He gets inside of the block of Michael Schofield there. And before Thompson can even get 2 steps after the handoff, he is there. Good job by Thompson to hang on after that big hit by Autry.
Denver now struggling on offense. Osweiler in the pocket. Knocked down. The Raiders stop the Broncos deep in their own territory.
This is a quarterback that's 6'8", and he's had 3 passes blocked today. That ball is released good and high, but the play here is outstanding by Autry.
Chargers have failed on the last 5 3rd downs. Rivers in the end zone. He's taken down for the safety. Denico Autry gets to Rivers. The first sack of the night for Oakland. Jack Del Rio told Tracy going to the locker room at halftime, we're gonna get to Rivers in the 2nd half. And the first time they do, leads to 2 points for Oakland.
Here he comes. He did a little game on the outside. They were going to try to have the outside Autry come inside. And what happened, just think now, they just switched Joe Barksdale from right tackle to left tackle. Tough for him to get in position there. They don't play the defensive line twist right, and it gets a safety for the Oakland Raiders.
Mariota pump fakes in trouble, and he's taken down. Shalik Calhoun and Denico Autry combining to bring down Mariota.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a coverage sack as he drops back. Wants to throw it, can't, has to step up away from the pressure, and it's just too late.
He's so lopsided he feels. Bortles had the slant, slapped right back in his face. 2nd and goal. See, Denico Autry got up and got his hands up and blocked the pass.
Go!
Simeon has to escape and then has it batted, trying to throw it out of bounds anyway by Denico Autry. And that makes it 3rd down and 3 with 27 seconds left.
Nice move that time by Bruce Irvin, spinning inside, and that's what flushed Trevor Siemian out of the pocket on that one. So Starting to see a little movement. This was a little awkward here. I thought he might have hit his arm. As
the fullback offset to the right. Play fake, and it's batted down back to Osweiler. Would have been better off letting that one land after it got rejected by Denico Autry.
I'm just stunned by the goal line play selection of these two teams. They're trying to throw a play-action pass to Dwayne Brown. And Osweiler gets it batted down. He clearly should bat this ball down. An incredible mistake by Osweiler there, but on 1st and goal at the 1.
People on both sides will tell you about in a moment about those two. Miller could not get away from Denico Autry. We spoke with Vince Wilfork, the veteran.
In his career as well. 6.5 to play. Taylor not going to get far. Denico Autry there to make sure that Taylor didn't get extra yards. In fact, it's going to be a sack for the Oakland D. No gain.
Rivers and Travis Benjamin gave the Chargers the early lead. Good push by that Oakland front. As Farrow tripped up, barely able to get to the line of scrimmage officially. It's a loss of a yard as Denico Autry makes the tackle. And there has been a lot of jawing, as expected early on, between these two teams.
These two teams are active, there's no doubt. A lot of activity going on. You can see there's some blocking right there.
Rivers under pressure and sacked. Denico Autry getting him around the ankles.
How about Autry? You pay attention to Khalil Mack, and Autry's the guy that ends up coming home, coming right down the middle here. They run that stunt, he comes around and up the gut. And that's where Rivers would like to be able to step up in the pocket.
Go to Forsett, and again, he's got nowhere to go. Autry is there right away, and he ran through a McGill attempted tackle. McGill was hit at the same time by his teammate Carey, TJ Carey. This time it's Autry on Booker for a loss of 3.
Has not started dramatically for the offense, and they're playing it very conservatively with the poor field position and the 13-point lead. It almost looks like they just don't want to make the critical mistake that might turn the game back around.
Well, that's what happens when you play conservative. You have a lead, the other team is trying to get the ball back. They're not playing conservative, they're playing aggressive. And
again on the defense, Osweiler back to pass, ball's deflected and incomplete.
You know, for a 6'8" quarterback, I've seen over 20 passes rejected by Brock Osweiler in his short time as a starter, and they're lucky that ball wasn't intercepted. You see 97 Edwards, 96 Autry. I believe that's the 5th ball Autry has rejected, and those tip passes oftentimes result in interceptions.
Fake toss to Thompson. Then they give it to Crowder, but that gets sniffed out perfectly. Tackle is made there by Denico Autry, so they will limit them at least to a 3-point attempt.
Really nice job here by a young player in James Cowser. Watch, he's going to see a fake block, start that way, and then come back in and make the play. A confusing play for a defensive end outside linebacker, but he figured it out.
Flacco, incomplete. Kind of a dangerous pass. Denico Autry kind of sniffed that one out.
Rivers on 3rd down and 8, and that was deflected at the line of scrimmage. Getting up front and maybe with the tap of the ball was Denico Autry. He's over 6'6", and that long reach right there, and they will give it back to Los Angeles, to the Oakland Raiders. It is 4th and 8.
Yeah, and penetration and pressure up the middle affects any quarterback, even one like Phillip Rivers, who's been so tough over the years. It's
3rd and 5. Pressure, and they got him back at the 28. Autry along with Mack. And the Raiders are going to get the football back.
What a fantastic job.
Charge timeout, Oakland. Just a 30-second timeout.
Wow, what a rush.
Perfect, a lot of the stuff underneath. And that one gets batted and incomplete. And that would have been a short pass. They only needed 2 yards, and now you got a 4th down coming up. Autry was in there, but he needs a moment now as he bends over.
There he goes, Autry right there working against Bushrod and just worked around the edge.
Experience for the young quarterback.
3rd down and 5. Oh, they come up the middle. Nice sack right there by Autry. 2nd of the season, the undrafted player out of Mississippi State. They throw him for a loss of 10 back near the 20. Here comes the punting unit again for Denver.
And you're always concerned about Khalil Mack that you wind up a little TE stunt where the Mack goes up inside. You see Autry there. He's just fighting with the right guard, and quarterback holds it a little bit too long. Leary not able to hold on against Autry. Where they have really struggled is throwing the football.
Nickel secondary, 3rd and 12. Look out, here they come again. Autry coming through, 2nd sack today. They have had a hard time containing him. They lose 8, and they're back to the 27. They'll punt.
Boy, Autry's having a terrific time of it. You just watch him here against the right guard, Ron Leary, and then Leary for some reason just turns him loose. I mean, Paxton Lynch has no chance.
7 receptions, 99 yards for Ingram as that pass gets knocked down by Denico Autry. Smith steps up, and down he goes. Back at the 34-yard line. Denico Autry.
Denico Autry, 2 sacks last week. This is a working man sack here. Right here. He's going to get blocked by Jalapeno, just stays in the fight. And when Geno Smith steps up, he's available. You know, a lot of defensive linemen always want to get edges and break to the quarterback, but
West in the backfield, 3rd and goal at the 15. Smith batted down. Nice play in the middle, and Autry was the one to grab it and swat it away, playing with a bad hand injury today. But out there, 4th and goal, and the Chiefs have that defense of the Raiders stop him again.
This one came out low, and this it doesn't even hit Autry in the hands. It hits him in the forearm.
2nd down, 5 for Alex Smith. That's batted down. They got big Autry once again in that passing lane. Denico Autry with a terrific play defensively for the Oakland Raiders. He is a large guy in that line.
You know how you take care of this? The next time he jumps up, you go in and hit him right in the midsection. And I tell you, this is the 2nd time today that he has batted the ball down. You've got to be aggressive.
John does his brother Chuck. Trouble again with the snap for Foles. Still has time. Running out of it, Khalil Mack had him in his grasp, and there's the sack. Denico Autry having the best year of his 4-year NFL career out of Mississippi State with a big sack back inside the 10-yard line.
It's hard to play quarterback when you don't get a good snap. But here's Khalil Mack. I thought the protection was great. Foles held the ball way too long, and oftentimes it's the blind pursuit that gets you. But it all started with another bad snap. That's the 4th one I've seen from Kelsey tonight. I don't understand the...
Not again, jeez.
Wow.
Or the kicking issues that they have had. They're getting pushed and pressure up the middle.
Nick Rose is trying that extra point.
Rivers is not liking it. Just watch the pressure. Watch the push up the middle.
That was knocked down by Jihad Ward. We have the 1st and 10. Ooh, he sideswiped that time. Nice defensive play turned in by Denico Autry with a loss of 4. Back to the 23.
Just watch the penetration from Autry. He's just going to shoot right down the line of scrimmage.